Okay, Virgo. So, yeah, we have your cards. I'm just going to set them up so we get them all in the screen nicely. So, Virgo, I'll set them up here. And we start off with this Ace of Wands. We do see Jupiter in the back there, which is a benefic planet. It brings benefit and good fortune to whoever it touches. It is fire energy. And we see hands here. Aces are always opportunities. So this is where you are now. And like all aces, this is a gift from the universe. But unlike the other aces, the Ace of Wands is bestowed by human hands. We see the human hands here. So that indicates that the universe is more sympathetic to the human condition, because it is fire, and fire burns through everything. The human condition is our projects, relationships, moving forward. So in other words, it's the kindest, most generous gift of the aces, because it's fire, but it's also the beginning of something, the spark of life, the spark of inspiration. It's a spark of passion as well, and action, and of courage, because it is fire, and fire is relentless. So ideas, projects, connection to higher planes, a focus of will and the ability to achieve goals. So that's where you are now. So you are given a gift or an idea or a project or a career opportunity with this card, always. And opportunities you have to take advantage of with confidence and with gratitude. Opportunities don't last. You've got to grab them with both hands, otherwise they pass. So don't ignore the opportunities with inaction. You've got to face your fears. If there's fear here, you have to face it. And the Ace of Wands is a gift that requires the person, the recipient, to take action. So really an awesome card for you. And that's where you are now in your situation, whatever it is. So we're going to move on to the next card, and that's what is in your future. And we have the Six of Pentacles here. And the Six of Pentacles is about balance. Sixes are always about finding a balance. And this is with your money. It's about equal give and take. We see a rich man here, and he's got scales in his hand, and he's just happily measuring out pentacles, which is money or value, whatever you have, what's in your future. And outside his windows, we see hands again that are just clutching and reaching out to grasp whatever's falling to them. So the rich man seems willing enough to give, but he doesn't pay attention to where he is giving. He's looking at his scales and his hands. So he lets his resources fall by the wayside and doesn't attend the need directly outside his window. So he's not making balanced choices, possibly. And that's in your future. You are very balanced and very detail orientated. So this could be a card warning you to make balanced choices. You could be squandering your gifts while deluding yourself that you're being charitable, possibly, because that seems to be a thing here, because he's not really looking what he's doing. You give your resources freely, maybe, and not paying attention to what you're doing here. You're giving people what they need, and what they need is actually pleasing you. It might not be what they need. So an example is maybe giving your child something, a new computer or cell phone, whatever it is, when he really wants your attention, is not good use of your resources. So focus where you put your resources, nor is it helpful to your child. So the resources in the future, this is very tangible because it's coins and it's Virgo energy. but it's something that has value. It could be your time as well, because we see the scales here with the pentacles. It might be time, and it might be about something financial. We do see the columns here as well, and that also is two choices. It's this or it's that. There's no in between, and that's what it is, Focus on what you're doing and what you letting go of, and find the balance between logic and just giving. And maybe if somebody owes you money as well in your future, possibly you could be receiving that now with the Six of Pentacles as well. Remember, whatever your situation is, put it there. Our next card is what is on your mind. And Virgo, that is the card of Virgo. That is what is on your mind. It's card number 9, which is the end of a cycle. So the Hermit, he's very detail oriented and goes within himself to find his answers. He is guided by the lantern, which is the Star of David, but he puts himself in a kind of isolation to find the answers that he's seeking. He looks like a mysterious old man, and he walks a lonely, narrow path here because he goes within himself. And this light that he's carrying represents his mind and the knowledge that he's acquired, and the staff that he has to sort of guide him symbolizes the power of his will. So his red belt indicates something of passion that drives him in his search. So this is what is on your mind, and it's very much about that. There's passion there. Because you have a lot of knowledge of the world and a strong will, there's still so much that is unresolved in your heart. And here we have water energy again. So alone you go off and you think about it and you compare, and you compare conventional knowledge to what you feel in your heart. So definitely they're working with your emotions. So the message of the Hermit is one of self-knowledge. So it's time for you to withdraw, contemplate what you know, make sure your beliefs reflect the leading of your own heart. Of your own heart. Face your fears. And you have to learn who you are and what you believe. Then you can trust yourself without depending on the opinions of others. So that's why it's like the end, and it's lonely. It's the end of a cycle. It's 9. It's lonely, and it is for the zodiac of Virgo, because you are detail orientated. You do go within with passion to find what you want. You have strength of will, but you got to be aware of withdrawing too long. Or for the wrong reasons, because withdrawing from life out of fear, or to avoid personal responsibility is not the same as self-examination. And we have an opportunity here that is very good for you. So just take heed of what is on your mind. So our next card is about your career and achievements in life. And here we have the King of Pentacles, definitely your energy once again. This is a king of a lot of passion again. He's sitting quite relaxed here. He's got his one foot on the ground, so he's ready to move at a moment's notice. And he brings a lot of value to a situation. This could be you as well. It is a card of the good businessman. This king has the Midas touch. So whatever he does in business really expands. It has good value. We see the gold pentacle at the back as well. And here we have a planet signifying that with the change and the karma that is going on, maybe there is definitely a situation within your career as well, where you're very grounded and you can make a choice or a decision that is very mature, because the King of Pentacles is detail orientated, very solid. He is a good businessman, a good father. He's mature because he's a king. and he brings a lot of abundance to whatever he touches, his achievements, whatever it is. We see the sun behind his head there as well, just sort of peeping out there, which is about transparency, moving forward. He does take action, but only once he's sure that he can take action. He first relaxes and thinks about whatever it is before he takes action. He doesn't just fly off into it. But you also have to be aware of not being too slow. Yes, detail orientated is really important, but also to grab the opportunity that presents itself. And then we move on to the next card, which is the Emperor, and this is the influences that you bring into your reading. Now it's card number 4, which is building your structure. It's a very solid energy as well. Now the Emperor is about somebody that is very high up. He uses a lot of passion. We see the red, truth. He speaks the truth. So the message of the Emperor is that of healthy stability, and here we have stability as well. Creating an environment that allows you to function at your best. Seeking well-functioning order in your life in terms of your home, your workplace, and your relationships, because the Emperor is also the card of Aries, so it's fire. It relates to everything. So appreciate the rules of society that allow a smooth and peaceful life, because the Emperor rules an empire. There will be rules to make things work properly. He delegates. But you also got to be aware of stifling and stagnating rules and regulations, because they don't serve us either. Creating order in your life simply for the sake of order alone is inhibiting and not liberating. You can be stagnant, Learn when it is time to question the obligations and things that are happening in society. So on a social level, he seeks to create stability so that the society, because he's an emperor, can reach its highest good, or your home. As a father archetype, he wishes to give his children a strong foundation, allowing them to achieve their best. So in many ways, the emperor is a mirror image of the empress, where she brings something brand new. Perhaps most obvious is the reversal of the clothing. You can see this is the passionate red of the Emperor's garment, is that is external, as are his actions. He does things, he's fire, so he's action driven. He does things outside, where the emperors would do things internally. And then he's surrounded by the full zodiacs, not just the glyphs. So he's more realistic to the signs that sort of go around him. And he holds his representation of the solar system in his hand. That's the sun, showing a more external control. And he's driven by love and a desire for what is best for everyone, as indicated in his blue undercoat, that truth that comes through. He's more concerned with realistic functioning of everyday life. Really powerful card there for you. Then the next card is the base or the foundation of the situation or the matter that you find yourself in. And this is really a long reading. It is a card of Sagittarius. It's card number 14, which is 5. So a challenge as well. But Temperance, we see that she pours her emotions from one goblet to the other, mixing fire and water. But she isn't spilling a drop, because she's the alchemist. She's the magician of her own life. She brings the balance in moderation, temperance, with grace. She brings that balance in the universe, never mind what is happening around her as well. So the base of it is you are mixing your emotions and what you hold dear and not spilling any of it, because you're the perfectionist, the magician, the alchemist, mixing, making base metals into gold. And then the unexpected or the surprise is this Five of Pentacles, which is a challenge as well, saying that somehow you will be surprised, maybe with regards to finances or property or something that has material value, because Pentacles relate to property, work, money. And here we see the mother holding her child, desperately reaching out for help or assistance, because never mind what you've built up materially, it doesn't fill you, it doesn't fulfill you. So she reaches out here regardless of all this beauty that is around her. She feels a sense of lack, a sense of poverty. It's a card of feeling you don't have enough, feeling left out in the cold, feeling that there isn't a balance. But the card also says to you that if you looked up or ask for help, there is support for you. You just need to reach out and get the support. Maybe don't be so lonely and within yourself. Reach out and get the support that you need. Possibly with career, maybe there's somebody that could speak for you or assist you. And you feel that you're unsupported, but there is actually support for you. You need to reach